Hi, my name is Scott George, and I will be serving as leader of the Masterclass Mergers and Acquisitions workshop that will be held in Singapore this April. Before I tell you about the workshop, I wanted to share a little bit of information about myself. I've spent my entire career as a senior investment banker. I've worked at a number of the world's leading investment banks, including Morgan Stanley, Salomon Brothers, Deutsche Bank, and Ernst & Young, where I was a partner and ran the North American investment banking practice for that firm. More recently, I served as a senior executive at a company called Hillenbrand, which is based here in the United States. It's a $2 billion revenue global diversified industrial company. And my role at Hillenbrand was to help develop and then lead the execution of a global growth and diversification strategy that was quite successful at the company. And currently, I serve as managing director of XMS Capital Partners, which is an international investment banking boutique based here in Chicago. I'm fortunate to be working on many really interesting projects right now, but what I'm most excited about of all those things that I'm working on is this M&A workshop. And I'm hoping that by sharing a little bit of information about the workshop with you, that I will convince you to join me here in April. So, first of all, while the stated topic of the workshop is mergers and acquisitions excellence, we actually will be talking about a fairly broad range of M&A related topics. We'll start by discussing some of the key issues impacting M&A success. We'll talk about why I really view M&A as a tool that is used in the execution of a corporate strategy. We'll talk about the kinds of criteria that successful acquirers use to guide their M&A search, and then how they use those criteria to identify, contact, and evaluate specific acquisition targets. We'll also discuss how negotiations are conducted and what the primary terms are that are a part of those negotiations. I'll be sharing with you some of what I've learned over the last 30 years about M&A due diligence, which is a really critical element of the M&A process, and also the whole process of integrating new companies into the acquirer's entity. So, throughout the program, I will be highlighting the many challenges that I have encountered in the M&A business over the course of my career. And I will provide my view regarding why so many acquirers have been less successful than they had expected to be in completing acquisitions. In addition to talking about the core M&A topics that I just described briefly, we'll talk about other factors that will impact the M&A market. We'll talk about how the current state and condition of the global equity markets impact M&A. We'll talk about private equity market conditions and also shareholder activism, which is a very popular topic in the United States now and increasingly here in Asia as well. The material we cover during the workshop will be presented in a way that will appeal to a broad audience that will include senior business executives, mid-level managers, strategy and corporate development officers, and private equity investors. It will also be very well suited to those of you who work in the service industry, investment bankers such as myself, commercial lenders, lawyers, consultants, accountants, and corporate board members, just to cite a few examples. I'd also tell you that the topics that we cover will be really helpful to any students who might be studying business and are working toward positioning themselves for a successful career in this rapidly evolving workplace. I expect the three-day workshop to be highly interactive and look forward to facilitating an open discussion among people from all different backgrounds. There will be plenty of opportunity for all of you to ask questions and even guide the daily agenda that we go over. So I'll be seeking a lot of feedback from everyone. At various points in the program, I will utilize relevant case studies, including one that I helped write when I was at Hillenbrand, and also utilize other interactive exercises that will allow you to develop practical knowledge and also get to know and form bonds with your fellow attendees. M&A has had a major impact on how the global business community has grown and evolved over the past few decades. And there are many reasons why most well-informed parties involved in this business believe that it will become a more important factor than ever before as we look into the future. This workshop will lay the foundation for you to improve your knowledge of M&A and build a base upon which you can accelerate your career growth and development. I really hope I'll see you here in Singapore in April. Thank you.